enjoying your usual afternoon sleep today, and that you've come to listen to a talk about PR. Mr. Nyokan Hui is the ADC Edelman. I think you're the managing director of ADC Edelman. Obviously, one of the biggest companies, if not the biggest PR company in Vietnam. Are you the biggest?
Yeah.
The biggest. What do you say?
That's what I think.
We only go for the biggest and the best at RMIT.
Firstly, when it comes to Edelman, so a quick thing about Edelman, we are the global largest PR firm and also the global largest social media company. So you know that so we've been an independent company. It's a 60-year independent company. I started my company in 2000, which is almost more than 10 years. And then Edelman, so we are one of the largest local PR firm. And then when Edelman came to the market, they acquired the firm, and I became an ABC Edelman. All right. So our core capability. I'm not talking about public relations anymore. The thing I'm trying to topic and explain to you a new concept of public relations we call public engagement. Right. Okay. So what is the public relation traditionally? Who can tell me? Anyone tell me about traditionally people think about public relations?
It simply is to build mostly benefit and build relationship between an organization and their publics.
That's good.
Thank you.
So what do we mean by outcome? The whole is a business outcome. So we define 4 areas, which is we have to, anything we do, from PR perspective, we need to able to increase the level of trust. With the stakeholder, with the brand, right? So the brand actually interact with too many stakeholders and consumer, right? So we need to be able to actually increase the trust level, with different kind of stakeholder. That is the first business outcome. The second one is we have deeper community, more reach and engagement. So that's why we call it public engagement. We try to engage, and to increase the trust in the trust. And we have to do, and one of our tasks is to change the behavior leading to the beneficial action, from our target. And the fourth one is, of course, end of the day, is a sustainable commercial value. So either we increase, the revenue or profitability of one organization if they want to using PR as a core discipline. So in short, a career in public relations is all about winning trust between client and the most critical stakeholder through engagement. And how we can be able to increase the engagement, that's a couple of areas and the pillar that PR company are trying to bring, just to try to increase the engagement with all the stakeholders. So that is a career. So winning trust between client and the most critical stakeholder, that's our job, right? That is the job of public relation consultant. Okay, I just want to show you a couple of kind of design for clients. Like I said, we work in Starbucks. We create, a lot of doing the brand reception for them in Vietnam, and then the Johnny Walker. We try to create a couple of brand waiting for Diageo in Vietnam. So we are the one who actually do a lot of campaign on social media for the brand like the Lumpia. So you can see the Facebook, Facebook of social Nokia is one of the top 10 Facebook in Vietnam in terms of community management. Okay, and so many other creative ideas we're able to bring because before a lot of people say okay the great idea is only come from advertising agency. It's not true anymore. Now creative idea come from any agency. This could be digital agency, this could be PR agency, or it could be advertising agency. So the concept of advertising agency leading one campaign is not correct at this moment anymore because if any agency can be able to come up with an idea, they lead the trend. Right? So that's why we create a lot of ideas that can and story that can span out the media globally. That is our goal that we try to do every day in our company. Some of the campaigns will show you, the way we crafting the idea to actually create the buzz and the talkability within the community. All right, so just a quick overview about Edelman, and you can see a day in the life of element consultant, right? A young guy like you, right?
This communications career is not, it's really exciting because it's not only in office, you can communicate with many people,
Yes.
something like that, and also it's creative. I think it's required creativity in this job, and we are young, and I think it's quite exciting.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I think this is so one of the things which is majority of our young people is they can be part of team, they can contribute idea, and majority of idea come from young people. That's really workable with our clients. So being creative, being active, you have the chance. Actually, you have a lot of chance to actually promote yourself and able to contribute to the success of the team. I think it's a good thing.
I think lack of experience will be challenging for us because it's still in school.
Yeah, good point. Okay, lack of experience, yes and no, right? We will still welcome the fresh graduate student, because the student will actually have a strong knowledge and also the passion about what they want to do is the most critical. Experience, you can accumulate over time, and we. In our reality, in reality, we actually employ a lot of fresh students, who actually come from the university. But of course, there are a couple of conditions that I'm going to share with you. What kind of student we want to actually recruit and to bring them as a part of our team. Any other challenges?
Main ones is being adaptable and versatile because the communication industry is changing and we need people who know a lot of things from different streams of communication. So you need to know about advertising and PR. And, there's a demand for communication professionals who are more versatile.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point.
You have to have your feet in different areas.
Okay, so you have to be ready to actually work on multi-task and
Yes.
interact with different people and stakeholders. Okay.
Definitely.
If one of our students get a job with you
Yes.
and you start training them,
Right.
and they figured out, okay, this is not the job that I want, will they be required to stay with your company for an X number of time because you have given them that additional training as an investment in their,
Not really. If we decide to actually recruit or bring someone on board with us, which means that we already commit and invest in the future.
Do you prefer freelancer? Because as a student, I just work for part-time job, but I'm really passionate in PR.
Don't ask me, I don't know.
Because you guys, but because you paid me.
In my company, we actually recruit a lot of interns as the student. I have a couple of interns still working right now. So feel free to apply for internship in our company, right? But we normally let the student to work in our company. But also the way we do is we also look at the resume and the way they approach us, because we are not going to actually recruit everybody.
On behalf of RMIT, on behalf of PropCom, thank you very much.
Do something and then come back and give me, we don't do that. We work together as a team, we communicate. That's why you guys are in the communication school, you learn to communicate. You communicate clearly so people don't misunderstand. Yeah? And communicate in a way that people understand and love what you're talking about. And that's what we do. We constantly embrace each other and we have a lot of fun. Okay, so just give an idea of what we do. We have about, right now we have about a good 30-something people in the office. It's not very big, but it's Each and every one of our staff love to have fun, and we do crazy stuff. We have a pool table. We have. It's about creativity, and we do work with our clients for two reasons, because it's two things we do. The reasons that we are into our work, it's our passion. We love to do. If you know, okay, if you guys know, and some of you guys probably don't know what you want to do yet, it's okay, because I didn't know what I was doing until my last year of college. I had no idea. So it's okay not to know. But I think it's good to really get into it and trying to find out as much information as you can and do a lot of internships so you understand what kind of environment you're getting into, okay? Now, we do a lot of work that wins a lot of awards. We won the Creativity Effectiveness Award globally. The creativity, it's about creativity, and we do work with our clients for two reasons, because it's two things we do. The reasons that we are into our work, it's our passion. We love to do. If you know, okay, if you guys know, and some of you guys probably don't know what you want to do yet, it's okay, because I didn't know what I was doing until my last year of college. I had no idea. So it's okay not to know. But I think it's good to really get into it and trying to find out as much information as you can and do a lot of internships so you understand what kind of environment you're getting into, okay? Now, we do a lot of work that wins a lot of awards. We won the Creativity Effectiveness Award globally and regionally. So these are some of the things that we won 3 years in a row, the Globes Award internationally. In 2010 we were ranked third here in Vietnam, the Agency in terms of creativity, and we also got into the New York at Fast finalists internationally as well. So think about this, guys. You saw the picture earlier with 30 people, yeah? We have about 30 people. But those 30 people in Vietnam is competing against some of the biggest agencies in the world in New York, London, with 300,000 people, and we beat them. Why? It's purely simple as you love what you do, you have passion for it, and ideas will come. Yeah? This is, again, we won 3 years in a row, best in country, PMAA. So you guys, 2010, 11, and 12, and hopefully we're going to win again this year. We'll see. I think in a few months we'll know. Okay, again, our philosophy is very simple. It's about big ideas. Remember I said earlier? What is advertising about? Advertising, simply, it's about big ideas. You don't have ideas, you don't exist. Simple as that. Ideas, your solutions, you constantly need to come up with solutions to problems. Okay, guys? Regardless what you do, later on, you move on to a job, any job. People don't just hire you because they have a system for you to work. People hire you and me because they have problems. Client has problems. Okay? Brand has issues that needs us to give solutions for them. So life is not simple as everything's perfect. You are put in there to actually just sit and enjoy it. It's not like that. You have to work hard. You have to constantly push yourself to the limit, okay, to be what you want to be. So again, I'm stressing, it's about being passionate about what you do, okay? That will produce good ideas. The first thing I would advise you to do is to find and apply for internships, okay? Apply for as many internships as you possibly could. Find out the company that you like, apply the internship, and learn, ask questions. And I think in terms of what does it take, I think simple as, for me, I knew I like creativity. The day that I found out that I really love what I'm doing is when you actually work as a group, because you can never, what we do in communication or advertising or creativity, it doesn't work when you just work on your own. It's teamwork, it's communication, okay? You have to clearly express yourself. You have to constantly communicate clearly how you think, what you want to think, what you want to say to the team. Okay, that's very important. You have to have very good listening skills. Listen. Yeah, listen is the hardest thing to do. I still can't learn how to listen very well. Listen is a very hard thing to do. You got to listen. And I think the number one thing if you were to ask me, what is one thing to learn if you leave out, you know, to get out that first job? One thing, one word that I want you to remember is being humble. Humble. You know what that word means? It means you have nothing you can do and you need to do everything, because if you have an attitude that you're too good for anything, oh, I'm too good for this, oh, I'm not going to make some copies, oh, I'm not going to make some coffee, because you know what? I was an intern. I ran around making copies. Yeah, I deliver newspapers. I make coffee for the guy who just got the job, and I didn't have a job. Okay? You have to learn to appreciate, and you've got to be humble. Okay? Cannot think that you're too good for anything, because at the end of the day, it's your attitude that will shine through to help you to get that first job. Okay? And then during your internship, same thing. And I constantly tell my interns, I said, ask questions and take initiatives. Yeah? Don't sit and wait until people tell you what to do. Right? Don't wait for people to come to you and tell you, oh, I want you to do this. No. Say, okay, what can I do to help you? Then people will start to like you. People will know that you have a good attitude about this kind of things. Then they'll bring you on. And that's how, that kind of sort of attitude that we look for in interns that becomes our employee. And to be honest, guys, don't be too aggressive either. You got to find out your middle ground. Yeah, you've got to be humble. Attitude is everything. Attitude is everything. Even when you work 10 years, 20 years, you have a good attitude, it will take you very, very far. But if you have a negative attitude about everything, then you know what? Nobody wants to be around you. And negative gonna attract negative people. Yeah? Attitude is very important. That you can actually talk about from year to year and it's still relevant. 5 years ago, you still can make it relevant today. Yeah? That's a big idea. Okay? Concept is just, what's the concept? Concept is when you begin to come up with something to go right to the big idea. So at the end of the day, you look at any campaign that stretch, then you can actually, oh my God, I got it. So cool. Okay? To me, personally, we worked on Heineken for a long time. I love all the Heineken stuff. Yeah? But what they do with Heineken is it changes, the strategy change, the concept change. The big idea is a little different now. So it's open your world, it's kind of a different thing. So, but yeah, very good point. The Avion commercial, it's fantastic. Yeah, now we have baby skateboard, right? Right? Baby, yeah, before they were jumping on the fence and doing all this other stuff. It's crazy, it's great. And it makes you remember. Because you're bombarded with so many different messages every day. Right? How does it make you remember? That's the where I think ideas come from. Hopefully that answers your questions. But it's interconnected. Yeah? So the question is, how many percent of the personal relationship between me and you have to do with winning the relationship? Okay? Very good question. I think, I'm going to put it this way. In anything we do, okay, the work itself is only 50% of the way. The work has to be good. No question asked. Yeah? But then the other 50% has to have relationships. Okay? Relationship is extremely important in everything that we do. Not just pitching process, but in life. Right? You guys must have good relationship with, let's say for example, you do an intern, that intern at a company, if you don't have relationship with people that you work with, you think they're gonna hire you? Of course not. They don't like you, they're not gonna hire you. So very good question. I think relationship is a very big important what we do.